The task is to find the approximation of the following function nearby 0. So how do I proceed in that? The function given to us is actually a product of two functions. It is a product of an exponential function e to the power 2x and a product of this function 1 plus x to the power 3 by 2. Okay, so there are two ways of doing it. One is looking at a direct manner, okay, and the second way is to look at a trick. I'm going to tell you the tricky way in this video and the direct way in the next video. The answers should be almost same. So what do I mean by tricky way? It's not much of a trick as such. What I mean is that essentially I have two functions e to the power 2x into 1 plus x to the power minus 3 by 2. So this is a function which is similar to e to the power x, and this is a function which is similar to 1 plus x to the power, say, some rational or any real number r, okay. Now, in case I know the general formula for approximation of ex, which I do nearby 0, general approximation of this function and this function, okay, around 0, then if I just multiply both, I should get my answer. I should get my answer pretty correct. Okay, e to the power x is almost equal to 1 plus x. Now x here is, I wanted to change the color. X here is actually twice of x, okay. So for us this will be equal to 1 plus 2x, correct? Okay, and next is 1 plus x to the power r. Now this approximation is something that I haven't actually done with you. So let me just tell you how we reach this point. Now 1 plus x to the power r, any real number, this is one function, okay. Now I know that approximation nearby 0 is f0 plus f dash 0 into x. So what do I require? I require f0. f0 will equal to 1 to the power r, which will be 1. What about f dash? So first of all, I need to know what is f dash x. F dash x will be, we have done this derivative. It will be r 1 plus x to the power r minus 1, right? So what will be f dash at 0? It will be r into 1 to the power r minus 1, so equals to r. So what will be the approximation? The approximation of this function will be 1 plus r into x. So this will be 1 plus rx. Now in our question, r is equal to, for us r equals to, let me just write down here, r equals to minus 3 by 2. So this function will equal to 1 plus, not plus actually, it will be 1 minus 3 by 2x, okay, 1 minus 3 by 2x. So a good approximation of the original function given to us will be, the good approximation of e to the 2x into 1 plus x to the minus 3 by 2 near 0 will approximately be 1 plus 2x into 1 minus 3 by 2 x. Okay, so if you multiply, you get 1, 1 multiplied to 1, 1 multiplied to minus 3 by 2x, 2x multiplied to 1, so you get 2x, and 2x multiplied to minus 3 by 2, so you get 3x square. 2 cancels out 2, and that will give us 1 plus 1 by 2x minus 3x square. Now what is happening here? Something that you must note. What is happening here is that I don't have a linear figure out here. I have a quadratic. I have a polynomial which is actually a quadratic approximation and not just linear. So since we are looking at only linear, since we are looking at linear approximation, linear approx, so we ignore higher order polynomials, higher order polynomials, okay, and hence my linear approximation of the function will actually be just 1 plus 1 by 2x. In the next video, we will figure out what happens if we do it directly. Will we get the same answer?